Boa noite. A Orquestra de Macau está em Portugal, uma digressão no âmbito das comemorações do 20º aniversário da transferência da Administração de Macau para a China. A orquestra que tem vindo a crescer e a conquistar o público local devido ao talento dos músicos e à visão de Lu Jia. O maestro chinês, consagrado a nível mundial, sublinhou ao jornalista Pedro Maia que está na altura de se construir uma nova sala de concertos em Macau. No regresso da TDM Reportagem fomos conhecer os bastidores da orquestra.
Let's go. Oh. 1, 2.
My father is conductor. My mother is opera singer. I was grown up by my grandparents from my mother's side, yeah. But my father, one day he changed his job to Beijing and said, okay, we see if my hearing is okay. He played piano 1 note, together 2 notes, 3 and 4. I almost got everything. It's kind of natural talent, yeah. Then he brought me up to Beijing. I started when I was 11 years old, yeah. Piano, something, violoncello. I did like, but I was not fanatic. When I was 24, I took a train from Beijing to Berlin. It was before the war, yeah. The 1989 January, yeah. And when I started in Berlin and traveled different countries, I feel really the beauty, the natural, the history about things. And then I decided, okay, music is my life. Before I wanted to be an explorer or grand chef, yeah, in cuisine, yeah.
1, 2.
É considerado um dos melhores maestros da atualidade. Lu Jia dirigiu músicos e orquestras um pouco por todo o mundo. Começou a ser sondado em 2006 por responsáveis do Instituto Cultural para assumir a direção musical e o cargo de maestro principal da Orquestra de Macau. Acabou por aceitar em 2008.
They came to Shanghai and they asked me about if interesting about Macau Orchestra. I had no idea about a Macau Orchestra, and I say, okay, first of all, I come here to do 1 concert as guest conductor because I was very, very busy at that time. When I got here, I saw the orchestra, very good spiritual. Of course, you need to work a lot. I saw the audience, not so many. It's about 300-400. I'm talking about 2006, yeah. First of all, I saw the potential in the audience. They are really, really concentrated work. And then I saw the willing from government, Macau government, because they told me it's Macau. We want to build 1 international level orchestra. This kind of a meeting we had 4 or 5 times. I was touched by the sincerity and honesty from the people who invite me. I think really okay, I come here because also since more than 20 years in Europe, okay, stay a little bit more near to Peking, Shanghai, because my parents lives in Beijing. So that's why I came and start to work hard. It's not easy, but if you decide to do one thing, no others influence you. You just go your way. That's my way. For me, it's a big, big pleasure being in Macau. Although Macau is not big, mega capital city like Tokyo, like Peking, like Lisbon, like London, but I do like Macau. I love Macau. Normally, the people, they want to go to bigger international cities. It's much more easier for the foreigner. For me, especially for the real professional musician, they want to see how this orchestra, how to work. The office, the condition, the work condition is not only money, yeah? The work condition, artist-wise, no? They want to, because they love music. They came to every day, but with very bad level rehearsal, concerts, and suffering because we love music. We know how is the best music. Yeah, so this is also very important. So this is very important to show the musician, especially for audition. Of course, we have to promote Macau because Macau, a lot of people, they know Macau but not so well, especially every detail, the concert, orchestra, what's. So this is also very important. We do the international tour. Macau, leave the name.
'Pela batuta de Lu Jia, a orquestra foi contratando talento, entre eles o italiano Paolo Morena, considerado um dos melhores violinistas da sua geração. Na última década, a orquestra cresceu em tamanho e qualidade. É, nesta altura, uma das melhores da Ásia. Tem cerca de 60 músicos de vários países e regiões. Wang Sibei veio para Macau há 9 anos.
Somehow it's like a fate. I came from Germany to Hong Kong first, and at that time I worked at the Hong Kong Sinfonietta, and then I met Maestro Lu Jia in Hong Kong, and I already, because he is one of the best conductors in the world. And also, I heard of his name already in Europe. They are looking for the principal flute. So I had really big interest because I really appreciate to work with him. No? And then I got a chance to play here once with the orchestra. And I found the musicians really have really good and high level, and also very nice in person. So the atmosphere in the orchestra is really lovely. So that made me to decide to come do the audition.
Lu Jia is amazing. He's such a good musician, but also such a good person, and he makes work very easy. It's real art. Very good artist, and he's demanding and strict, but also in the same time it's easy. When you follow what he says and wants and needs, he knows how to get it, also how to describe everything that he wants. It's very easy then, and very pleasant as well.
Piano is loud, but after forte is soft. Please, okay? Bam, 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 bam. Maybe less. Bam, 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 lo, 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 lo. Melodic. But who play rhythm? Yeah. Bam, tra, la, la. Special last 2 notes. Violin, viola.
His way of music speaking is very unique. So after, it's not something that you can say, okay, I got it. But after practice, because we don't do the same pieces, all the time. We always move on to new pieces, new challenges. So how to do that according from your heart and to his heart. There's a way we need to conquer. We need to be able to tell him, Maestro, maybe this is not what you want, maybe this is me. And also I wanted to interact with you through music. And this is something when during the creation, during the rehearsal, it's really fantastic. Sometimes you will see this morning we have some very sparkling moment that if you and him connect well enough, then you can create this moment, which is fantastic.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course, it is powerful. You, as orchestra musician, you have to follow and respect the conductor's idea, of course. But he gives me also a lot of space to play if I have solo.
This artist leader decides direction and level. And after this, you have to work very hard. You have to work very, very hard. And this work is not 1 or 2 or 3 years, you need more time. That's why every season, we choose very, very carefully our repertoire. It's benefits for orchestra training, benefits for audience education, and also benefits for the even for the tour or short tour in Asia or bigger tour in Europe or America. So this is very, very important because you have to know this step by step. And then you have to work every concert, every program very hard. You cannot give up one note or one phrase because the music, the real value of the classical music is not only the notes, the things behind the notes, the passion, the tradition, and the spirit, the power of the spirit.
Don't slow down this, yeah? You know where, yeah? Don't slow down.
The orchestra is the first violin, second violin, viola, cello, double bass. Combination is already big. Then you have a woodwind, 4 instruments, flute, oboe, clarinet, and bassoon. And you have horn, you have a trumpet, and trombone, you have a tuba, then you have a harp, you have a glockenspiel, then you have all the instruments together, become so rich. So this is fantastic.
Classical music is really big, not only the profession, also the big love and passion of my life. I got a big influence from my music family. I started piano lesson at 4 years old, and then very soon the teacher and also my parents found out that I had a big talent on it. And then when I entered the primary school, and the teacher asked me if I would like to choose the instrument, woodwind instrument, and then this flute teacher there, and I tried the flute, and later on I feel the instrument is very close to the human voice, and I can sing on this instrument.
The double bass I tried as a child. I had the opportunity by my great parents to play many instruments, and I just fell in love with it. I just loved the deep sound, and I just never stopped playing afterwards. I've never wanted to do anything else. It's always been very clear for me. The music was always the #1 thing. I was impatient to be able to play again whenever doing anything else.
When you were little, you had training as a young kid to learn piano, to learn voice. And later, when I picked the horn when I was 12, so all of a sudden you just fell in love with the sound and the thing you can do on the horn. It's not so easy at the beginning, but of course you had training, years of training before, so it's easier for me to master it or to have a feeling of it better than if you don't have any trainings before, because you need the ears and your mouth to coordinate to create a good sound that you want. So as long as you practice long enough and use your ear, then the French horn will produce the sound you really love.
Compared to where I have been, Macau is really small because I born in Shanghai and spent years in Berlin and Munich, all those very big cities. But I think the small city like Macau is very convenient for me. It helps me to save a lot of time to concentrate on my work. And as a musician, you see one concert, maybe 2 hours on the stage, but we need a lot of time to practice, to prepare, and also to keep ourselves in good state or hot form. I need a lot of time for myself. So, and also Macau, I think, quite comfortable and a good location, well, to everywhere. The small city, but connect the world. So, and yeah, I think I like Macau very much.
When I received the offer to take this position, it was no hesitation whatsoever, because I already knew the orchestra. I knew how the colleagues here work. It's a very international place. People say it's a small place, but it feels very cosmopolitic, and I very much enjoy it. It's very well connected, lots of interesting people here, and the colleagues are also just great.
You look at our Macau orchestra, people from over 20 countries. This is really amazing. You cannot find somewhere else in the world. So for me, Macau is one of the places that when I audition, I feel, wow, so relaxed, and everyone is so welcoming to you, and the atmosphere, you immediately feel like, wow, this is something that I will invest. I will, use my time to invest my life here. Also, when you go to some other places, some big orchestras in the United States, but the cities and the places, you don't really see yourself living in there. But comparing to Macau, when I first came, it's already something I felt like, yes, I will invest my time and maybe my future here. My next goal maybe is to have more students, like to create a next generation of horn players of Macau. This is something I really want to do right now. There's so many, I have a few young people studying with me, and I love it. But for them to really enjoy music and to see themselves as professionals in the future is very hard. But more and more I invite them to our concerts and to see what a professional musician's life is, and they got very interested.
I'm sure in future we'll much more local musicians coming to Macau Orchestra. Now we have 1, 2. We are not 100% complete. Still a few positions we have to do to the audition. Of course, somebody also maybe in years they're getting retired. We have to re-audition the new. Yeah, for the young generations, it's also very important. But we need also in future maybe a real concert hall. A concert hall is so important. The orchestra is a teamwork. Listen together. But if you can't listen together by the clarity, articulation, especially the sound, the colors, all the colors together, you can't improve the orchestra level. you can't improve the orchestra level. Macau means a real concert hall. Macau, deserve a great concert hall. The first impact music is sound.
Voltaremos para a semana com mais uma TDM Reportagem. Até lá, muito boa noite.